What's happening, FlowChat Sales Connector? I hope you're doing really well today. Today's Tuesday. I wanted to share a story that came across my feed the other day, and it just was so relatable and so palatable. And this is one of those stories that will truly give you some very, very clear mindset and direction on your sales game. So if you're finding yourself getting stuck in the mud without traction or just being deflated, this is the right story for you. FlowChat Connector, what's up? Sean back here at you with another high ticket tune-up. In today's video, we're actually going to take a little bit of a detour away from some hardcore nuts and bolts training. We're going to get into a little bit of some story. I want to tell you the story of the two wolves. This is a story that really kind of speaks to me. It might be able to speak to you as well. In fact, I'm going to go completely almost full screen on this one here so you can see all of the slides. All right, so once upon a time, long ago, there was a chief and his chief sitting bull. And Chief Sitting Bull was that type of leader that everybody wanted to be. He was the type of leader who would do things that only the best of the best would do. He would hold himself to the highest standard. He would only focus on things that were truly important. He would stay focused in continuing to cheer up all of those around him. He would put deals together that nobody else could put together. He was amazing. He did everything right, and that's how he became infamous in the world of the Indians. And he was also a very, very good hunter. And one of the things he loved the most to do was to teach his sons and his grandsons how to hunt correctly, because he was known for always getting the biggest animals and bringing them home, feeding the village, never really getting into much trouble. And if he did get into trouble, he had an easy way to navigate out one way or another. And so Chief Sitting Bull once he was sitting on next around the fire, and he was smoking his peace pipe, and his grandson came up. His grandson Geronimo came up to him and said, "Hey, Chief Grandpa here, I want to go hunting with you." And so Chief Sitting Bull says, "Sure, Geronimo, let's go on a hunt." And so they end up going on a hunt the next day. And on this hunt, Geronimo is looking puzzled, and Chief Sitting Bull, being the charismatic leader that he is, notices this, right? He's very fine-tuned. He has an antenna up really high saying, "Oh, Geronimo, like, I notice your body language is like saying something completely wrong here. What's going on?" Now, that's what was going on in Chief Sitting Bull's mind. And as they're walking to the hunting grounds, the chief turns and says, "Hey, Geronimo, like, are you okay?" And Geronimo says, "Well, Grandpa, no, I'm not okay." And Chief Sitting Bull is like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" Because, like, Geronimo had always been that star kid. He'd always been that guy who would, like, try his hardest and usually win. Sometimes he got knocked down, but he'd always get back up and he would have the right attitude. But on this particular hunt, he was out of character. And so Chief Sitting Bull says, "Yo, like, Geronimo, what's going on?" Geronimo says this. He says, "Chief, I have two wolves inside of me. And one of these wolves is an evil one. And all this evil wolf is trying to do is be angry. It has envy and sorrow and regret and greed and arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, self-doubt, and ego. And this wolf is eating at my soul and trying to pull me to the dark side. And it's the evil side. And I don't like it at all. But then, Grandpa, on the other side, I have a good wolf too. I have two wolves fighting inside of me. The second one is good. And the second one seems to represent joy and peace and love and hope, serenity and humility and kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. All the things that you embody and that I idolize about you so much, Grandpa. And I want this wolf to be the one that truly wins. But I have this massive dilemma. And Chief, my dilemma is this. Grandpa Sitting Bull, which one of these wolves is going to win?" And Chief Sitting Bull, Grandpa Sitting Bull, and Geronimo continue to walk, and Chief Sitting Bull's thinking through this, and he's like, interesting. And they get right near the hunting grounds, and he turns and he says, "You want to know who wins?" And Geronimo goes like, yeah, who wins?" And he says this, "The one you feed." And then he walks off. And Geronimo's like, "Whoa, that's really, really powerful." And so the moral of the story I wanted to share with you guys today is very simple. In sales, you have two wolves fighting to be fed. You have the wolf that says, "Nah, I don't really need another prospect. I don't need another sale. I don't have to do that. I'm too busy to go prospect or do the things that I know that I need to do, the daily actions that I need to take in order to grow my business." And you have the other wolf, the good one, saying, "Well, you know better, right? You know you need new blood coming into the ecosystem in order for all the functionality to continue. You know you need to serve more people. There's people out there that are waiting, desperately begging to listen and hear your message. And if you're not doing the work to get the message out there, to outreach to them, to talk with them, to build relationships, to nurture great kindness and things that you can do to help people, you're feeding the wrong wolf. And I don't want that to be the case for you. And so the moral of the story is this: 5 new prospects today keeps poverty away. And that's it, right? If you truly know that you need to grow your business, where's the time on your calendar that you're bucketing finding 5 new perfect fitting prospects? If you have that time in your calendar, you're gonna win. And you're always gonna win because, like I mentioned, there's always somebody out there wanting to hear your voice and your message, and they always wanna work with you. And if you don't believe that, you need to go get yourself more convicted about the thing that you sell. And so every day when you wake up, just remember, the one you feed is the wolf that you feed inside of you, your sales wolf, the one you feed. It could be the one that wants to ignore and just bypass and go down that path and not do anything. You can feed that one and that's fine, that's your choice. Or you can feed the one that's truly gonna grow your business, because we all know we need to continue nurturing new relationships in order to grow our business. And with that said, that is my high ticket tune-up for today. I hope that one was valuable for you. Every time I hear that story, I'm just like, oh yeah, I gotta always remember, feed the good wolf and everything will be great. With that said, I hope that one was powerful for you. I love you guys so much. Go fight, win, go FlowChat, get it done today. And yeah, Crystal says, thanks, Sean. That's awesome. Yeah, of course. Pamela's like, thanks, Dr. Pam, you're here. She tagged a couple of people, which is great. So don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, share this out to your friends and people that might need this story. I think is valuable. And just remember, right? You have both wolves inside of you. Feed the one that's truly going to grow your business. And with that said, we'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.